What's going on, you guys? Here with another video. Hopefully everything is awesome with you. Being watched over by Sephiroth and Barmethiel, which Barmethiel is the blue eyes white dragon. Their job is to make sure that I'm doing my job. So what we're going to do is talk about in this video something that I think that gamers are conflicted with, and something that the Web3 gaming and crypto gaming space done dropped the ball on, and they never listened to anybody as an actual gamer because Steph don't know anything about crypto and blockchain and Web3, which is not wrong about that because I don't know shit about it. But what does that got to do with gaming? So I'm going to talk about something that gamers face inside of the traditional gaming market that could be that one thing that could be fixed with this future technology bullshit that these guys are talking about on Web3, and how they dropped the ball on it, and something that could be done differently. And it's funny how that thing that could be done differently is being done by us. So let's get into it with one of my favorite content creators, Asmongold. He's gonna go over some things. We're going to react to it as he's reacted to another video. As you know, that's what he does. And we're gonna talk about something that could have, possibly be changed in the future if it's done by the right people. So let me get my settings together and we're gonna get right into this thing, okay? So let's put the headphones on.
This is really sad. I think this is really sad. This is massively sad that this is happening. And I place the blame on Blizzard. This will be my last video.
Hey guys. So, this will be my last video. And this might come as a shock for some of you. It was a shock to me as well. But the reason is fairly simple. I have, throughout the process of creating these videos, even though I have had fun doing it, I have received death threats multiple times. I received one 2 days ago. I received one this very morning. And I've been shared images from a Discord in Taiwan, as well as a Discord in Russia, with where my videos are being shared, and very descriptive texts about wanting to kill me, wanting to cut off my fingers and feed my hands to my family and stuff.
So for now, this is a little different for gamers that send death threats. That stuff is weird. Get your shit together. But like, this is a little different, but still it's gamers doing it. Even though in context, so you understand why they send him death threats, it's about business. And again, just like Asmongold was going to say that he's not taking up for him, I'm not taking up for him either, or the people that send death threats. But this is a little bit different. That's just, I don't understand why y'all do that shit. That shit is weird, man.
And family members and stuff like this. Very descriptive death threats.
Like a hot
We're not
dog?
talking about getting killed in World of Warcraft. We are talking about getting killed in real life. I never knew that it should come to this. I thought that I was just killing bots and I didn't really affect anything, but apparently there's an entire movement now where people are killing bots across all of the hardcore servers. And
this makes sense, right? I mean, these people, they bot for a living, like it's their job.
So going into what Asmongold is talking about, why the guy is being threatened, is due to the fact that in World of Warcraft and other games like World of Warcraft, there's people. What I was saying a while ago, for the time I've been developing my game, which is why we don't fight against RMT. We encourage it. We set up things so this botting thing, we won't be like Blizzard and let it go on, because botting will get you banned. That's the way you will get banned when it comes to RMT, is botting. But RMT is happening inside of Blizzard, and they're trading gold. So they're selling gold, they farm gold, and that's what they have the bots for. The bots are forming gold, and then what the people are doing is taking that gold and then taking it to a third-party market and then selling that gold. Something similar, very similar, actually, the exact same thing that happens with bit notes inside of our game. So you can farm bit notes, but not with bots, because you get banned doing that. And then you can take those bit notes and then sell them to players. We just don't ban you or frown upon that, because we know that this is going to happen. Gamers are going to have to do it. And why not just allow you guys to do RMT inside of the game? Because gamers actually want that. No matter how much the people who go against making money in video games. I don't understand those people. Gamers want to make money for playing their hobby. If they could, they definitely would. And if they have a way to exploit it, they would do it. So when you see just the weirdos, because these are weirdos too, talking about, oh, we don't need to make money in games. You see, because there are some bozos that say stuff like that. That's cap. They would do it if they could. And and let me add this too, and why they're threatened to kill this guy is because he started a movement of killing these guys who are exploiting the system. He's killing their bots, which is basically attacking their business.
For them, like, of course they're gonna want to kill him. Yeah, obviously it makes sense. Yeah, it's their job.
Affecting the mafia.
Yeah.
I don't want to be associated with any of this anymore. Personally, I'm not going to kill any bots. I will remove all of the videos on this channel. I will not advocate killing them. I would not report them anymore. I don't want any part of it whatsoever. Because I'm risking my life right now.
As someone said in the comments, it's a bot cartel. Yes, it's a cartel. Like that, it's that serious inside of gaming. Where I go into like the real life situation, why we chose to develop our game the way it is, because gaming can become a business, like a real life type of situation. And with this guy, I'm not saying that he's wrong. And the only way is because Blizzard has a term of service against RMT, but also in the way the game is set up, buying in these type of games kind of mess up the economy. And also, it goes. These people, some of these people that kill the bots go, well, we worked hard for ourselves. You should do the same. So, you know, um, this is what happened and stuff like that. And that's right in this man's life now. So, but yes, it is definitely a bot cartel. It's not the only game. You got a game like Lean or something like that. It's there are any games like that has a world where it has a currency into it, Rust, all these type of things. People will exploit it to make money.
And for what?
I want you guys to keep in mind that this entire this entire issue is created by Blizzard.
100%.
The bot makers are just simply people that are capitalizing on something that Blizzard allows to happen. This is all on Blizzard. The terrorists won? Well, yeah. I mean, I know this might sound surprising, but there are a lot of people that don't want to die on a hill of a video game. They don't really care about this that much. It's just a hobby to them, and if it becomes unpleasant or not enjoyable, they just simply stop doing it. I think that's what most normal people would do. Why would somebody want to have to deal with, like, getting death threats and harassed over, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, let's keep in mind that, like, I mean, none of this really matters, right? It's just a video game. Nobody cares about this. It doesn't make any difference. You're not changing anybody's life. It's not like you're fighting for freedom. It's just a video. It's just people selling fake gold in a video game. And so, like, if that's causing you emotional distress, then why would you choose to engage in it? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Because, like, and again, it's something that I think that a lot of terminally online people want to do, because, like, they're so fixated around these issues because they care about them so much. But when you take a step back and you think about a guy that has a job, a family, a life, and kids and everything, like, do you really think that this guy needs another element of stress in his life? Probably not. It's just people breaking the rules to make a living. You're literally defending criminals now.
This part right here is what gets me. Breaking the terms of service doesn't make people criminals. It's not good, but it doesn't make them criminals, And you'll hear a lot of his community to say a bunch of stuff, whereas, like, you could tell that some of these people are self-centered, and it's not just Asmongold's community. These are just people on the internet. They're self-centered. When you believe that the world revolves around you and things should be done because you don't believe, or you think they should be like that, or this is what you like, so the world should follow what you like and how you think things should go. Yeah, we got to get past that type of process. I mean, it's not going to ever happen. No one's never going to get past that thought process. Not saying no one, but, like, majority of the people that thinks like this will never get past this thought process because everything's revolve around them. So, You know, do I agree with the button? Absolutely not. I just think that, you should definitely play by the rules. If it's in terms of service not to do this, don't do it. But if it's an exploit that people can see that they can make money, it's going to happen. It's all this is the way of life. You know.
I'm not defending criminals, but I am I am rationalizing them. If you create a system that can be exploited and people can make money off of it, you should in fact expect people to make money off of it and exploit it. And the fault of this falls on Blizzard, because Blizzard are the ones that have the control here, not him and not the bot makers. It's Blizzard's responsibility for this. And so breaking TOS doesn't make someone a criminal. I don't care. I don't want to get into that. It's not the point. If I don't know, like if you're not emotionally stable enough to have this conversation, that's fine. But I think that most other normal people here understand exactly what I'm saying, right, guys?
You know, as they usually
Yeah.
say on Mitch Jones' stream. And for what? It's for trying to fix a 20-year-old video game,
Right.
and ensuring the integrity of what Blizzard created back then.
That's why I stopped. I stopped caring about this the moment that I realized Blizzard didn't care about it. Like, as soon as I realized Blizzard didn't really care about botting and they didn't really care about cheating in the game, that's whenever I stopped playing it. Or not playing it, sorry. I stopped caring about it. Because, like, I like, the people that make the game don't care about it. Like, how could I care about it?
But this game is
Yeah.
not what it used to be. And I'm not going to be the one risking my life in order to fix it.
Yeah, sure.
So even though that I love this game and I've played it for all 20 years that it has been out in all versions, and even though that I'm just a loser with no money, no job, who is addicted to
Oh.
video games,
Well, he doesn't have a
I
job.
still value my life and my family's life above this video game. So thank you guys for watching, and I will not be seeing you in the next one.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, that's
That
real
really is
sad.
sad.
That's real sad. And these are things because of companies, man, like these big corporations, and you know, this is why in our game, we know you want to do it anyway, so why not make it a part of the whole ecosystem and world of the game? Would there be cheaters? Yes, and I'm gonna make sure that when we set up the department for cheating, that's one of the biggest things that we're going to focus on, because as a gamer myself, I really don't like cheating, and when cheating happens in games, I don't give a shit if it's a PvE game. When I see cheating in PvE games, I just be like, come on, bro, what are we doing here? But when I see cheating in general, that doesn't make any sense. And when it comes to kind of game like we have, and you see people making money off of this stuff, you should definitely make it fair for everybody. Diablo 2 had a RMT before, but when the companies want all the money, they don't want to share it with their community, the people who made them. Of course, they put it into the terms of service. I just think that you should allow people to take W's. You should definitely allow people to take W's. And then you won't have situations like this where a guy just feel like he just defeated 100%. He doesn't want to continue on with his career of making YouTube, because he gets death threats due to the fact that RMT, and Blizzard, just because it stopped the botting. If they don't want it being done, if it's against their terms of service, they can just easily stop the problems of cheating and stuff like that. Put the department, what they probably have already, which I know they have. They're billions of dollars, so they can definitely do it, and then stop it from happening. But again, they don't care about the situation, and this is what's happening in the gaming industry. The gaming companies just don't give a shit what's going on inside the games. So it takes us indie devs and AA devs to care. So that's that. Let's continue hearing what you got to say.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that just don't want to have to deal with the stress and pressure that people have, and I think it makes a lot of sense, especially when it's something that's just a hobby. But you don't threaten to kill someone just because your business isn't working anymore? Well, of course you do. So, like, if you have somebody that's hurting your business and you can kill them and then have the business work, well, then why wouldn't you want to kill them? Of course.
Yep, it's just the way the world works.
Duh. That's why they do it. That's why they're threatening him. Absolutely. Yes, fucking obviously. Yeah, so link video. Yeah, I'll link it. So it makes sense why they would do it. And also, like, here's the thing: it's not a CEO died. No, see, people. I understand that this is. It's a hard thing to understand for some people. There's a big difference between justifying and explaining. I'm explaining it. I'm not justifying it. I'm explaining why it's happening.
And this is just a comprehension problem for people. You know, they don't know the difference between things, and it's because people just don't read.
And so if you can't understand why it's happening, you can never figure out how to make it stop happening because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're thinking about. And so, yes, obviously, small issue to solve and ensure success. They should go to jail. Well, yeah. We also explaining why that CEO died. Everybody can understand why the guy shot the CEO. I can understand. Everybody can understand it. What are we talking about the Luigi thing for? Yes, I think everybody admits, yes, obviously it's logical why he did it. Most people that do bad things do them for reasons that in their mind make sense. The people that flew airplanes into the Twin Towers on 9/11.
This is a crazy take. I'm not gonna lie. This is a crazy take. I understand what he's saying here, but this is I wouldn't have said this. Like I gotta say what I want, but just like he does. But that's crazy.
In their mind, they were doing the thing that they had to do. It's not like they were doing that thinking that they were the bad guys. They were thinking they're the good guys. Most people that blow things up, most terrorists think that they're the good guys. That's the way it goes. So if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. So you can have empathy while disagreeing. Well, it's not about having empathy. It's about understanding a logical conclusion. That's it. Yeah, people are thinking, yeah, exactly. True, people now make mistakes feeling with facts. Exactly, yeah. People can't think of.
And that's the way the world we live in now. People think their feelings, which are nothing but opinions, that their opinions and feelings are facts, which is not true. You get what I'm saying? So again, it goes into the gamers who think that you shouldn't make money in video games because then they think and it turns into a job, which some people would like to actually make money and turn playing video games into a job if it's fun. If it's a dog shit game, of course, you 100% right. But if it's a fun game, why wouldn't you want to play a video game for fun and get paid and have fun while you're getting paid? Come on, cut the stupid shit out.
About things, they can only feel about them. It's really sad. Yeah, obviously it makes sense why people would be doing this. I get death threats every day. People, and it's a very good way of getting people to not talk about things or not do things, is that, well, we're going to threaten to kill you if you do it, and a lot of people just don't care about it that much, and so they say, all right, I just don't want to deal with this, right? I think that's it. Losing a job has something to do with losing existence. Only they should choose their source of money more deliberately from the beginning. Look, it doesn't matter.
That really make any sense.
You're talking about like shoulds. Like anytime I hear the word should, I think to myself, oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Yep, yeah, this is it. Of course people are going to do what's in their best interest. That's just what it is. I think this is really sad. This is massively fucking sad.
It's definitely an L. It's an L.
I place the blame on Blizzard. Because even if you arrest all of the people, if you put every person that made a death threat towards this guy and every person in that Discord in jail, you know what would happen? The next day, they'd be replaced by more people that would do the exact same thing. The only people that have control over this situation is Blizzard. Blizzard can control the situation. They can stop this from happening. Nobody else can. That's it. And so that's the way I see it. You can understand why these things happen without sympathizing with the people who do them. Yeah, of course, right? And I think that makes sense. I think it's tragic. He actually feels scared about dying from some random freaks in Taiwan. I think it's always easier for somebody to say that who's not in that position. So like, and this is the thing. They have all my personal information, and I have an idea of the kind of money these farms make. I know enough about the dark web.
Well, yes, selling currency inside of a game makes a lot of money. It's a lot of money inside of it. If you don't know about the gold selling, rubles selling in Tarkov, the scrap, I'm guessing, and I think what it is, and Rust. It's a lot of money into that. I know that's going to be a thing regardless because you can take money and I mean in-game currency and buy things inside of the game like houses, cars, and all types of stuff like that. I know people are going to sell currency because it's a business. They will turn it into a business. I know people are going to make a lot of money from that. It's a world we live in, and we made a game where we mirrored a real world. So why not allow you guys to do that? It's a business.
Web and things you can purchase online. No, I've reached my limit. I'm out. Yeah, so like it's always easy to say this when you're not the person who's being targeted, when you're not the person that's having this happen to you. But the reality is that when it is happening to you, I think that a lot of reasonable, normal people, this is the way that everybody, I think, makes decisions, right? Is they view the pros, they view the cons, which side is heavier, and then they go with that side. It's that simple. Like someone with a lot of money telling people not to stress about money. I don't think that's really the same thing. That's kind of like two different conversations. But yeah, when an internet troll takes your sends you your address, you start taking things a lot more seriously. Yeah, sure, right? Do you think death threats on the internet are so common nowadays that the threat is way too overblown by celebrities and such? I think that it's overblown because it's not penalized in a way that I think it should be.
100%.
I think people that are effectively terrorists, because so you have to understand, why are people terrorists? Because terrorism works. That's the reason. Now, that might not be a popular thing to say, but people keep doing terrorism because it works. And so that's it. Clip it? Oh, you can. And there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, I hate him, but he's right. And so, yeah, that's the reason why they do it. They do it because it stresses people out and it scares them. Of course. Absolutely. The people doing the botting receive death threats too. Everybody does. But I think the problem is on the internet, there aren't enough punishments for people that act out of line with that. And I think that a lot of social media platforms don't really put enough effort into trying to curtail that kind of behavior. I'll read a few.
None of these companies does. None of these companies do. They don't at all. They don't care. It's like, well, we're making money. Who gives a shit what's happening with the people that's at the bottom?
More of these. Effective might be a better term. Well, effective means it works, right? What do you mean it works? Well, like, for example, terrorism is really good at getting average people to not speak out or fight back against something. Like, for example, this is what people have done, like, all throughout history. That's why you have, like, public executions and stuff like that. The public executions isn't for the criminal. It's for the rest of the people that would be criminals. And so you make people afraid of you.
If you do this will happen to you. That's what that's all about.
And then you make them scared that well, I don't want to step out of line because I don't know whether this is going to happen or not. And that's also the reason why a lot of like warlords and people do things in ways that are unfair, right? And this is actually it's a very good like hack for people's brains, is that people can predict fairness, right? Like if you know that somebody is evil but fair, you can predict that and it will make you less scared of them. But what makes somebody, and I think like a good example or a parallel to this is some like a villain like I don't know, like Homelander in The Boys. What makes that such a good, compelling villain is the unsettling nature that you don't know whether this person is going to take an insult on the cheek or he's going to kill your entire family. And so when you have the uncertainty of that, it makes people terrified to even go outside of the box at all. And I think that's the reason why a lot of these guys do it, because it's scary. You can predict fairness, you can't predict unfairness, and people are terrified of the unknown. So just don't be scared, GGs. Well, I'm just saying that's how it is. Thin-skinned people with power are dangerous. I don't think that I don't think people are thin. You mistake this. These people are not thin-skinned. They're not doing it because you've personally upset them. They're doing it because they need to set an example with you to show everybody else that this is what happens. You're just like, they're not personally, they don't have their feelings hurt about this, but they know that they have to keep up an appearance. Being ruthless is a great way to put people in line. It is. And
100%.
Being unpredictable is the scariest thing you can do.
Yep.
And if you want people to listen to you and not do what you, or to do what you want them to do, be unpredictable.
Well, I will say this. This is why I'm not too nice. And when you're nice and stuff, people take that for granted and stuff, and then they treat you like whatever they want to. So this is the video right here. I will link it in the description. I'll link the other guy's video in the description and everything like that. And yeah, this is one of the things that, you know, I think it's very sad that happened to the guy, but you know, at the end of the day, that's people business. That just Blizzard just chose not to do anything about it. Again, at the end of the day, it's, you know, Blizzard's make money from it anyway. They ban the person account, person buys another account, they do the exact same thing. Extra work for the person that probably works at Blizzard that don't give a shit, that because it's not their company, they're just there to do their job, and what their job is just get as many people as they can and then go home. You know. So that's the video. Thank you for watching. Just want you to know that it's the reason why we're doing what we're doing, which is not like we're not crypto bros. I do not like the crypto community. You know, we just basically seen a concept, and we seen that Paradise did what they did, and we seen the day before. It was like, all right, well, what will happen if somebody or a small studio like us that actually know what we're doing, did it the right way? And also, we already know these people are going to do RMT. Why not allow them to without even causing any problems? Where this will be a thing. We definitely don't want any of our community members or people that supported us feel unsafe. You know, so if we can definitely have a department where they listen, this is their focus and stuff like that. You know, because if people are buying and not getting caught and whatever the case may be, and the community start complaining about it, then I'll go to the department and be like, what's going on? This is what I pay you guys for. Get to it. All right, so that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what time it is. See you in the next one.